Hello guys, Tops here. Today, on a viewer request, I present the MACE QUATAL build. And again, somebody wanted to see that build. Now I make a video about that. 1 second. I have two. Yeah, here's another one. So I have two MACE QUATAL guys. So the build is basically you have quick hands and you use the two-handed mace and the QUATAL dagger as a secondary weapon. The beauty is it costs you 6 action points to hit with the mace and then 3 action points because of dagger mastery to hit with the QUATAL. So, yeah, 3 action points. Death Blow, 3 action points as well. And Death Blow does 33% more damage if the target is dazed, stunned, or trapped. And a mace hit does 100% daze. So basically you hit with the mace, you quick hand to your QUATAL dagger and do a Death Blow for the daze. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, actually. It's more damage than a poor two-handed mace because you are using all your action points more effective, basically. It also provides more flexibility because if you're out of fatigue, for instance, and that guy has a pierced lung, so ignore that, he has more fatigue. That guy has 49 fatigue with full Battle Forged. The point is you can use all your action points and you are very flexible because you have the two-handed mace against high armor targets. But if your fatigue runs low, you can switch to the dagger and become basically a dagger guy. For all purposes. I don't have the duelist perk. Some people take duelist on MACE QUATAL builds, and it's one option. The core perks are quick hand, dagger mastery, and I would argue Pathfinder as well. I like that because of the action point reduction. Has a very high synergy with the dagger. Because you can walk 3 tiles and still attack once. That's what I like about that. For me, it's kind of the Battleforge version of the dagger duelist, who is usually a nimble character. You can make this guy nimble as well. I have Headhunter here because I play Headhunter run, and everybody has Headhunter in my company. The damage is quite high. As you can see, these guys do on average 2 kills per battle. The requirements, you basically need somebody who has fairly high melee attack and good enough melee defense. If he has low melee defense, you can make this nimble. You can make this nimble forge if you're super late game. But overall, I like that build. For me, it's the Battleforge version of the dagger duelist, and you have the flexibility to hit with a two-handed mace against high armor targets, and they'll kill your opponents with the MACE QUATAL. The QUATAL dagger, basically. Stab them to death. Triple Death Blow is also extremely high damage, if you can hit that. Against high armor without duelist, it's probably less damage than hitting with a mace. But again, it's Triple Death Blow is pretty much, it's very high damage. It's very flexible, very high damage. Requirements, again, fairly low. Just normal standard requirements for a frontliner. So, 90 plus melee skill, 30 plus melee defense. I would say I like 90 hit points. Usable fatigue can be low, like 40 to 50. You don't need that much fatigue, but you kind of, especially on Battleforge, need to skill it. Like I would say aim for 50 fatigue if possible. You can get away with lower if you have weapons that have negative weapons fatigue building on the weapon. One step costs me 3 fatigue, and one death blow 6 fatigue with mastery and -3 costs for the action. I aim for 50 resolve on my frontliners, and so almost any Oath Taker can be made into this build, I would argue. Most adventurous nobles as well. So it is fairly low requirement, but extremely flexible and fairly high damage against most opponents. Against low HP opponents, like beasts that don't have armor, you have the flexibility of the QUATAL dagger with Killing Frenzy Berserk to potentially kill up to 3 or 4 targets. I mean, it's a little bit unlikely, but weak opponents, you can kill a lot of weak opponents, but you are also very strong against high armored, chosen orc warriors with your mace. So mace mastery could be a thing, so you can do 100% stun. I don't like it on this build. It's one perk too much. For me, Duelist is too much because you have the mace to knock through armor. But again, you can take Duelist and just have a QUATAL Duelist basically on him. Again, on a nimble build, you would gain more fatigue, but you lose the survivability of Battleforge. So, this is kind of how I build them. In a normal run, you would skip Headhunter and maybe take Duelist for that, or Mace Mastery if you want to. Brawny is a thing for more fatigue. Recover if you like it. Gifted for more stats. So all these skills are doable, I would say. And I think if you want to see how much damage these guys do and how flexible they are in combat, I highly recommend that you watch my current playthrough of the Headhunter company. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in the next video. Have a nice day.